Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Style and Glam with Kayla. Today I'm going to be doing a makeup look for you guys, so I hope you guys enjoy this. If you guys like those kind of videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit that like button. And if you're catching me over on Facebook, you can also give this video a like and hit the share button and share this video with your friends. Alright, so I'm going to get started first with some face primer. Also, you can find all these products on my website at kaylasmarvelousmakeup.com. These are all mostly Younique products that I'll be using, so you guys can check out my website if you want to check out these products. So I'm going to start with face primer first, and I'm actually out of my Touch Glorious face primer, so I'm just going to be using this primer by Hard Candy, which is the Sheer Envy Primer Lift and Firm. Okay. So I'm just going to be using that primer for today until I get me some new Younique primer. Okay, so it's super important. If you have never used primer before, then you guys are doing your makeup all wrong. Okay, because just like when you paint a wall, what do you want to do to the walls before you paint it? You go in with paint. You have to prime them, okay? Because what primer does is it fills in all the nooks and crannies, all the cracks, and it helps the paint to go on smoother. So that's exactly what face primer is going to do for you for your makeup. It's going to make your makeup go on a lot smoother. So make sure you guys are priming. Okay, and normally I would recommend to let your primer sit on for a good 3 to 5 minutes. That just gives it some time to settle down and fill in all of the pores and everything. But for the sake of the video, we're not going to wait that long. And I have not mastered editing yet, or else I would probably edit and let it sit, but I'm not fancy on YouTube yet, okay? I don't have a fancy intro. I need to learn all these things. So if you have got any recommendations on a good editing app for YouTube videos, then comment down below in the comments. Let me know. Give me your suggestions. I would love to hear them. All right, now I'm going to go in with Younique's Full Coverage Stick Foundation in the shade Taffeta, which has become my favorite foundation. And it's super full coverage. So if you're looking for a good full coverage foundation, I highly recommend ours. It's really good. Alright, and so I'm just kind of adding this all over. Now, according to how much full coverage you like, you probably don't have to add this much, but I like super full coverage. If I'm going full coverage, I like super full coverage. Okay, now I'm going to take Younique's Kabuki brush. Also, this is a newer foundation. It just released not too long ago. A lot of the shades had sold out really fast, a lot of the lighter shades. But if you need help getting a color match or not sure what shade you are, just message me and I can give you a free color match. And let you know when your shade, if it's out of stock, I can let you know when it's going to be back in stock. This is also Younique's new Kabuki brush, which has also been out of stock. It's sold out pretty fast. And I believe the restock date for it is like May. I want to say it's toward the end of May. So if there's any products that are out of stock, you can message me. If it's a product that you're wanting and it's no longer in stock, you can message me. I'll write you down on my list, and as soon as it comes back into stock, like I can invoice you for it, and then I can get it ordered for you. I'll get all your information from you. That's no problem at all. And I can kind of keep you updated on when it's going to be restocked. So I'm just going in and kind of buffing this in with the Kabuki brush. As you can see, super full coverage. Love it. This is like a cream-based foundation. I love the finish of it. And it's so full coverage that a lot of people are using it to highlight as well and to contour. I have not tried that yet, but I could see how it would work really well because it does blend really nicely. So that's why a lot of the lighter shades went out of stock so quickly, because people were buying it not only for their foundation, but for their highlight as well. Okay, so I'm just making sure this is all blended in. Make sure you bring it down the neck. Okay. Super important to make sure you bring it all the way down the neck. Okay. We are blended in. Now we're going to go in and highlight with Younique's Skin Perfecting Concealer. I'm going to be using the shade Scarlet, which is our lightest shade. And I like to use the lightest shade because I like a really bright highlight. And I'm just bringing it under my eyes. I kind of warmed it up on my fingers in between my two middle fingers, and then went in and just applied it like in an upside down triangle shape under the eyes. Now I'm going to do the center of the forehead right here, down the bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, and chin. Okay, and what highlighting is going to do, it's going to make these areas stand out more. And then when we go in and contour, it's going to kind of slim areas and add some structure to the face. That way we're not just one all over color. Okay, now I'm going to take a sponge, and this one's kind of beat up, but it's the one I'm using right now. I do need to get a new one, and this is the one by EcoTools. I really like this one, and I also like the Real Techniques one, the orange one. Those are my two favorite. So I'm just dampening it with some rose water. You can just use water to dampen it, but it's super important that it is nice and damp. But if you're going to wet it with water, make sure you squeeze all the excess out. Okay, you don't want it sopping wet, but you do want it nice and damp. Okay, and now I'm just blending in this concealer by patting. Okay, and as you can see, that concealer really brightened up those under eyes, made me look nice and awake. And it also helped to conceal my eye bags. I have really bad eye bags under my eyes. Mom bags, as I like to call them. So if you have dark circles or eye bags, our concealer is great for that. Okay. I think we're all concealed. All right, so now I'm going to go in with a setting powder. So I recommend our Behold setting powder. It is super, super good. I'm just going to go in with the angled side of my sponge. If I had another one, I do recommend using a dry sponge to do this part. I didn't get this in very wet, so it should be all right. So I'm just going to kind of pack that under my eyes on that highlighted area. Okay, and we're going to do a little bit of baking. Okay, and what that's going to do, it's going to help set that concealer in place. And it's also going to help absorb any oils under the skin. And it's going to keep my makeup from caking up throughout the day or from sliding around from oils. I like to add it right here above the jawline and under the contour, the cheek contour line, because it makes my contour to stand out more. Just like that, we're looking crazy. That's lovely. Okay, and now I'm going to go in and add some contour with our Beachfront bronzer. And then we will dust away. We're just going to let that setting powder set for a few minutes, and then we'll dust it away. I'm going to go in with our Beachfront bronzer in the shade Malibu. And I'm going to add some contour. If I can find my contour brush, there it is. Okay. This is the shade Malibu. We have 3 different shades of bronzer. Okay, and this is the deepest shade. Our other shades, the lightest shade is called Sunset, and the middle shade is called Hermosa. And if you guys have any questions about any products, you can comment down below, or you can message me. I also do a lot of videos over on Facebook, so if you check me out at Kayla Orme Weber, that's Kayla Orme Weber Weber. I do a lot of live videos over there and answer questions over there. And also, I have not learned how to post links on YouTube yet. So if you know how to do that, let me know. That way I can post these links down in the description box. I'm fairly new at doing videos on YouTube, so I thought it was a nice route to go to kind of like expand my network and to grow my makeup business. I do own my own at-home makeup business through Younique, so I really wanted to expand my network to help grow my business. All right, guys, we added this bronzer right here on the cheekbone to really make those cheekbones pop. Okay. And then I added it on my jawline, and that's going to slim the face down. But make sure you drag it down the neck. You don't want just a ring around your face here. And then I added it up here on the side of my forehead. If you have an average size forehead, you can keep it on the sides. If you have a larger forehead, you can bring it all the way over the top, and that's going to make your forehead appear smaller. Okay, that's a neat thing about contouring, is kind of like creating an illusion to make things appear smaller or thinner. It's pretty amazing what makeup can do. Okay, I think our bronzer is good. Now I'm going to go through and dust all this powder away with a big fluffy face brush, and I'm just using an e.l.f. brush that I got at Walmart. We're just going to dust all this away. Okay, and I like to kind of just spread it onto the rest of my neck and blend in that bronzer. If you guys hear screaming in the background, my son is playing a video game right now, so he's playing with his cousin, so they get kind of crazy. All right, so now we're going to go in and add some blush. So I'm going to take Younique's powder brush in the shade Serene, which is a gorgeous pink color that has little tiny gold flecks in it. So it almost kind of creates like a highlight on the cheeks. It's really, really pretty. I love this color. I do have some of our pressed blushers, but both of them I dropped and broke. So I need to get me some more. Our powder blushes come in these little small compacts. The pressed blushers come in bigger compacts. But isn't that super pretty? See that little like glow that it gave on the cheeks? Now I'm just going to kind of like run that fluffy brush over top of it just to blend it in so it's not so harsh. Okay, so now my face is done. So what I like to do is I like to go in with setting spray and lock everything in place. So I'm using our Touch Behold setting spray. Okay, and that's going to lock everything in place and hold it in place all day. Okay, I am going to do my brows real quick using our Moodstruck Brow Obsession palette. This palette is amazing. If you struggle with brows, you definitely need to grab this brow palette. Okay, we do have 3 different shade palettes. I'm going to be using the blonde palette, which my hair is not blonde, but I can still get away with probably, with the shade of my hair right now, I could probably use all three of the shades. We do have a blonde palette, a medium palette, and then we have the dark brown, dark brunette palette, black palette. So it's amazing. It comes with 2 different powders, and then it has 2 highlights, and then it has this brow wax. So it's pretty much everything that you need in one. And I'm going to be using the this is the Brow Artist brush by Younique, and it is amazing. It's a dual-ended brush. So it's got this angled side for applying, and then it's got this straight flat side that is great for going in and cleaning up with that highlight. It's amazing. So I definitely recommend this combo. The palette with the brush is definitely a must-have. So as you can see, my brows are pretty thick, so I don't really have to do a whole lot to them. I just like to fill in some spots just to give it a nice shape. So I go in with the powder first, just to fill it in where I want it to. Those more bare spots. Or if I want more of an arch, I can just add a little bit up here just to raise that arch a little bit. Okay, like I said, I don't really do very much with it. But if you were to like add too much or get a little out of hand, just flip it over, add some of the concealer on it. I use this light creamy color. And then you can just go through and kind of like use it almost as a magic eraser. It's pretty awesome. And it also will like highlight around the brows, so it'll make those brows really stand out and pop. Okay, just like that. And then I'll flip it back over and I'll take some of the brow wax and I'll just kind of run it through it. And that wax is going to hold the hairs like in place where you want them and get them to stay in place all day. Okay, and that's pretty much all I do for the brows. But you can already see the difference. That little bit, the difference that it made, it's going to really make your makeup look like pop. And it's going to make your eyes really pop as well. Okay, so I'm going to do this side. And then after I get the brows done, I'll go through the front of the brows and kind of like smudge it out a little bit to where they don't look so like dark here in the front, just to help give it that kind of faded look. But I like to kind of get them all filled in first. And set with the brow wax. This is actually my first like sit down makeup look with you guys on YouTube. I do plenty of these over on Facebook, so I thought I would start doing them here on YouTube, and then I can just share them to my Facebook. All right, so after I set it with that wax, I'm going to go through, clean up a little bit with that highlight. Okay, just to give them a little definition. Okay, and then I'm going to take this lightest brown shade back with that angled side, and I'm going to kind of just run that through the front of the brows, kind of like in an upward motion. Bring it out a little bit, and that's going to give it that kind of faded look. Okay, because I don't want it too dark here in the front, or it's not going to look natural. Okay, we just want it a little faded there. So you can also take like a brow brush and kind of comb it through that front, and that's also going to give it that faded look. Which I don't know where my brow brush went. Not sure. That's all right. So it really helps it to look natural by using that light brown shade through the front here, and then using the darker for the tail and the middle. That's going to give it more of a natural look. Okay, just make sure you clean it up if you get out of hand. Okay, I think that will work for now. I don't like to take too much time on my brows, even though it really does make a huge difference. Okay, so we're going to do a super simple eye look today, and I'm going to be using our palette number 6, which is our most recent Addiction palette. It is so gorgeous, guys, and it also sold out for individual sale very fast, but it is still available in our April Kudos bundle. So if you choose any palette that you want, you can get this palette or any of our other 5 Addiction palettes, and then you'll get an Epic mascara, which is the most bomb mascara ever. And you get to choose any shade of Splash liquid lipstick. And then that is our April Kudos bundle. You'll save 20%. So you can get all 3 of those products for only $80. So you can get this palette in that bundle right now. And that's only good until the end of April. Okay, so less than a week left. So if that's something that you're interested in, let me know and I can get you hooked up with that little bundle, which is super good. Just dropped a brush. That's all right. I was going to add a little bit of highlight though on my face, on my cheekbones and my nose. So I'm going to take our a la mode luminizer, powder luminizer in the shade Benevolent. And I'm going to take a little fan brush and I'm going to add a little bit of that onto my cheekbones because I really like a nice glow. I really wanted to try to make this video like under 30 minutes, but I don't know if we're going to do it or not. We still got some eyes to do. The eye look's going to be super simple, but I got to do lashes and lips still. Okay, see how gorgeous that highlight is though? Oh my goodness, who loves a poppin' highlight? I love a bright highlight. Okay, and then I take my finger and I add it on my Cupid's bow. So pretty. Okay, see that? It just makes sure, it gives your skin like an overall just like healthy glow, a healthy look. Let me show you this palette first of all. Guys, this is our Addiction palette number 6. It was just released not too long ago and people went bananas over it. Not only because just all the gorgeous shades and how versatile this palette is, but this shade up here is like a new kind of texture that Younique came out with. We've always had like shimmers and metallics, but this one right here is called a glitter pearl or like a shimmer pearl. So it's like a glitter, and we've never really had like a glitter shadow color. So that's why everybody went insane about it. But unfortunately in this video today, I'm not going to be using the glitter. I know, sad face, but I will be doing a look with that for you guys soon. But I am just going to be using this shade right here, this burgundy color shade. I'm just going to be using that and doing a wing with it. I actually saw a wise sister do this. I believe it was yesterday. So I'm going to try it out and see what I can do. So it's a super simple look, but it's beautiful. Okay, I'm seeing some fallout on my face, so I'm going to dust that off. Okay, so we're just going to use that brow brush, that brow artist brush. I cleaned this end off, and I'm going to use this end. I'm going to smooth out this concealer that was on my lids. If you wanted to put like a foundation color kind of down, like a base color, you could totally use the shade Calm in this palette to do that. But I'm just going to leave mine bare today. And I'm going to keep the line pretty close to the lash line. Okay, you could use any thin like angled brush for this. I like my line above my lash line to be pretty thick, but I like to keep it super close to the lash line though. Okay, it's such a pretty color. Okay, now I'm just going to bring it out here for the wing. And also, our Addiction palette number 6 is different than the other palettes because it is actually infused with an eye primer. So it's got like 12-hour wear time, which is pretty awesome. So that's why I can kind of use this shadow as a wing, and it's not going to like disappear throughout the day. Okay, and you can always use our eye primer. Younique does have a great eye primer. If you have trouble with eyeshadows kind of moving around on your eyes, our eye primer works really well. Okay, isn't that so pretty? My son is being crazy out there. I told him I was going to be doing a video, but I think he forgets. Sorry, I'm having to use this mirror so that I can see what I'm doing. I always have trouble on this side. This side, I can always get like a perfect wing. But then this side, always I have issues. So that's all right. If it gets out of hand, just take that flat side of that brow artist brush and you can kind of just go through and clean it up as you go. Okay, you can also use concealer. Yeah, I feel like it just doesn't want to wing on this side. Okay, that's probably as good as we're gonna get. If I stress out too much about it, it's not gonna be good. All right, so I'm just gonna take that brow palette again and get some of that highlight on there, just so I can kind of clean up this line. Okay, take my sponge back over it. Isn't that so pretty? It just kind of gives the eyes like a little pop of something. All right, now we're gonna go in with our Epic mascara in the shade Regular Black. Our Epic comes in regular black, it comes in brown, and then it comes in black waterproof. And we also have a new mascara that's going to be launching on May 1st, which I talked about in a recent video, so make sure to go check that video out. It's going to be a revolutionary mascara, y'all. I'm not going to give away too much in this video. You're just going to have to go check out the other video. Okay, so Epic Mascara is an incredible mascara. Whoops, I'm making a mess though. Who else like loves to take their time when they do their lashes? I feel like I have to take my time. I don't like rushing. That's why editing, I guess, is always nice, because you can edit out these parts where you kind of mess up. But I'm giving it to you guys real and raw. But I think we're doing all right. We're right at 30 minutes. I'm just going to do these lashes super quick. But usually I can build these lashes up with Epic and make them look fabulous. Like, I will never use a pair of false lashes again, guys. Younique has been amazing with coming out with the most incredible mascaras. We started with the 3D Fiber Lash Mascara, but I tell a little bit about what's going on with that mascara in the other video, so go check that out. But we've just been really good at creating some bomb mascara. Definitely the best that I have ever used. And I, honest to goodness, will never have to use false lashes again because of our mascaras. But I'm super excited about the new one that's coming out. Like, I can't even tell you guys. I cannot contain my excitement. And I do have a pre-order list going for that new mascara. So if you just want more information about what it all entails, what's so amazing about the new one, just let me know. I'll fill you in, give you all the details. But I have done videos here on YouTube, on my channel, and also over on my Facebook. So make sure you guys are following me over there. I don't know if I'm going to be doing as many live videos over there, but I do kind of like the live interaction. And I kind of can't do live videos here on YouTube because of my signal where I'm at. It says that I'm not able to do live on YouTube, but I do live videos over on Facebook. I do kind of like doing the lives because people can get on and ask questions as I'm going, which is nice. But I kind of like just doing these videos too. You guys can always reach out and message me anytime if you have any questions. I kind of love this look though, with just that wing with that burgundy eyeshadow. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit on the bottom. Okay, we're going to keep that bottom bare though. We're just going to add mascara down there. I really like this look though. Just with a simple soft wing, wispy, beautiful lashes. Bumping my face with the mascara. That's okay, we're going to clean that off with that brush. Actually, I think I had concealer on this brush. I'm just going to clean that off with that. But look at that. Look at those lashes. I usually like to let it dry before I look up like that because it goes so high. It makes my lashes like almost touch my eyebrows when I look up. All right, let's do a quick lippy and we'll be done. If I had my blow dryer in here, I would use that on my lashes. That's another video for me to do for you guys. A little trick that I do with a blow dryer on my lashes. Okay, I'm going to use actually one of our eyeliners as a lip liner, if I can find what I did with it. It is in the shade Prim. I just laid it here. I know I did. Oh, I dropped it. Yeah, it's in the shade Prim, and it's actually an eyeliner, but I'm going to use it as a lip liner. And our eyeliners are super creamy. I love them so much. Our lip liners and our eyeliners, pencil eyeliners, are so creamy. Need to get that foundation off. Okay. So this is our brown. It's a light brown eyeliner. But so many people use it as a lip liner. So I'm just gently lining the lips with that. Okay, just to give the lips a little definition. A lot of people like to overline just a little bit to make their lips look a little poutier or fuller. You can totally do that if you want. I am going to add a little bit of lip bonbon. This is our lip moisturizer. I'm going to use a little bit of our clear shade, which is Vanilla Milkshake, just to add under my Splash Liquid lipstick. because if your lips are feeling a little dry, although our Splash Liquid lipsticks are very velvety, they're not drying, but if my lips are feeling a little bit drier, I add a little bit of lip bonbon underneath and it helps it to go on a lot smoother. Okay, I'm using the shade Sublime, which is a beautiful, beautiful nude shade. Okay, so we have the whole April Kudos on here, guys. So if you're interested in the eyeshadow palette, this amazing mascara, and this beautiful Splash Liquid lipstick, I highly recommend the April Kudos bundle. Okay. All right, and we are done. Look at this. It's such a simple but so pretty eye look or makeup look. Okay, so there it is, guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or comment on this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today and this simple makeup look. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I've got to get used to saying that. Hit the subscribe button and turn on your, hit the little bell icon, and that will notify you every time I upload a new video, or that way you guys don't miss them, okay? I hope you guys have a great day and enjoyed this. Make sure to let me know down below how you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. Go check out kaylasmarvelousmakeup.com where you can get these products. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.